Afternoon at everyone. Now let us continue with the joins topic in MySQL. We had done the cross join in which the query was something like this. Select star from product comma order table directly, and all the rows in first table product were joined with all the rows in second table order table. But as I had told you in the cross join, this join will not give you authentic information. This join does not give you appropriate information from which you come to any conclusion. So we can extract meaningful information from the Cartesian product in which every row of first table is joined with every row of second table by placing some conditions in the statement. That is, after joining the tables, this after applying this much query, here we put a condition using where to extract meaningful information. Now what condition will come in this way? If you observe this output carefully and the tables carefully, you will see that these are the common columns in the table which are used to join the table. If you want to join these two tables, then if you want to know the supplier code or order number of this product, then what you will do? You will try to find out this or product code in this table. So here this product code is matching with this and this product code is matching with this. If P003 is not there in the order table, that means order of this has not been placed. So this is not to be linked with, there is no supplier of this yet because order has not been placed. So in this we have to pick only those rows in which the value of the common column in both the tables is matching with each other. Here the code column and here the p underscore code column. This is the common column between the two tables. So wherever in the result of the cross join these two are matching, like here if you see P001 is matching with P001, P001 is not matching with P002, will not pick this. P002 is not matching with this, so will not. Here it is matching. Here it is not matching. This is not to be picked. This is not to be picked. So wherever the value of the common column in both the tables is equating or matching, those rows are to be picked to extract meaningful information. From that, whatever information will be extracted will be meaningful. Let us see how. So from this Cartesian product, MySQL selects only those records which P code product code specified in the order table matches with the product code in the product table. So in this common column have different name. Here it is having P code and here it is having code. So only those rows are extracted in which these values are matching. That is, to make the Cartesian product meaningful, only those records are extracted where the value in the common column of both the tables is matching. That is, they are equal. Now, where the concept of equality comes, it becomes equijoin. Whenever to the cross join we put a condition of equality using where, it becomes equijoin. So whenever the value of the common column is equal in the rows, those rows are picked and this becomes the equijoin in which the condition of equality is used. Let us see how the query is formed for equijoin. Now this is the query of equijoin. Select star from order table, comma product, first table and the second table. Both the tables you have written where. Now this is the condition of equality. That is why it is known as equijoin. This is the condition of equality. That is why it is called equijoin. When condition of equality is put in the cross join, it becomes equijoin, and this is done to filter the meaningful information from the cross join. This is done to extract meaningful information from the cross join, and this will be the result of this query, in which only these two rows are picked, and we have come to know that product code P001 has supplier code this, and name of the product this, and code of the product is this. So both the table are joined. The common column is appearing twice because you have written star. In place of star, we can select specific columns also in equijoin if we don't want to display all the columns. I hope up till here equijoin is clear. So we conclude that equijoin is a condition of equality put on the cross join to extract meaningful information from the Cartesian product or cross join of two tables. Now let us see one more example to explain equijoin. In this we'll be referring to imp and dept table, as we have discussed this table again previously also. So in this, the common column is dept number, which is having the same name. This is a catch here. So this is the query. We need to display names of employees along with, we want to display names of employees along with names of department in which they work and location of the department. So names of employees are coming from imp table, and department name and location of department are coming from dept table. From here we come to know that this is the query of join, because the information is coming from two different tables. Now let us see how we'll put the equijoin in this case. So we'll write select ename. We have not written star here because we need to display specific columns only. We want to display ename, dname and location. So we have written select ename, dname, location from imp, dept. As I have already explained, why you have written two tables name here, because ename is coming from imp table and dname and location are coming from dept table. So you have written imp, dept. You have to mention all the tables from which you are picking the data or you are putting a condition, where imp dot dept number is equal to dept dot dept number. Now what is the significance of writing this? Imp dot dept number is equal to dept dot dept number. Important point in this is that whenever we have same name for the common column in both the tables, then we want to the join condition, we need to put qualify by writing table name using dot operator. Why? Because dept number is in imp table also and dept number is in dept table also. So if you will write query something like this, dept number is equal to dept number, it will give error as it is giving here. Column dept number in where clause is ambiguous. Why? Because the MySQL will not come to know that which dept number is being equated with which dept number. So you have to qualify it. Like if you have two Rahuls in the class, you generally write Rahul 1, Rahul 2, or you say Rahul Verma, Rahul Sharma. You identify by writing their surname. You qualify them with their surname. If you will call Rahul, both the Rahuls will answer your question. So how to avoid this confusion with MySQL is that you will qualify the common column with same name by writing the table name here. Imp dot dept number is equal to dept dot dept number, and this is not in the case when the common column is having different names, as it was with the order and the product table. The common column was having different name in both the tables P code, and then you need not to qualify because names are different. There is no chance of any confusion in this. So it is only when same name for the common column is there we want to join, so we need to qualify by writing the table name, not in case when the common column have different name. So what will be the output of this query? When you write this query, the output will be this, that is ename from input table, dname and location are matched. Department numbers will be matched. It is in department number 10, so 10 department number is accounting, it is in New York. It is in department number 20, it is research. So all the department numbers will be matched and this information will be picked. I hope up till here it is clear to you. Now let us see how to put table alias in join. Now what is alias? Alias is another name, nickname, or you can say that you are also known by this name. So in the same way you can create alias for the table. As we had done column alias in the 11th class. We used to write column name as alias. So you want the heading of the column to be changed. Then you use column alias by using as keyword. In the same way you can use short names or alias for the tables also in join. Now let us see how. So this is the query: to display employee number, name, department number, department location, employee number, name, department number, department location. So employee number is coming from input table, employee name is coming from input table, and department number and department location, department number and department location, these both are coming from depth table, or department number is here also, you can say. So we'll see how to sort out this confusion also, because department number is in this table also, in this also. So which department number to refer and how, we'll sort out this confusion also. For all the employees in accounting and research. Now first thing in this is that there is a join. Why there is a join? So you need to put a condition of equi-join for that. One thing is this, there is a join in this query and you need to put condition of equi-join. Why? Because imp number ename coming from this table, location is coming from depth table. So you need to join the tables and you need to put the condition of equi-join for that. And another condition is there, that for all the employees in accounting and research, after putting the join, you have to filter. After joining each row of this table with matching row of this table, department number 20 here, it will be matched with this 30, it will be matched with this 30, will match this 20, will match this. After matching each row of this table with matching row of depth table, you have to filter, apply a filter. That means other than the equi-join condition, you have one more condition, that the department should be accounting or research. It should be accounting or research. Sales and operation are not to be picked. Now let us see how we'll do this query. So we'll write something like this in the query: select imp number, yes, ename, yes, because employee number, name, then depth number, department number, location we have picked from imp comma depth. Why these two tables? Because data is coming from two tables and we have put join for all the employees. Whenever data is picked from the join, this condition of equi-join is mandatory. Equi-join, this is a condition of equi-join which is mandatory. So this is mandatory. So we have one more condition, that the employees should be in accounting or research department. So we have put AND operator. In case you have extra condition other than equi-join, you will use AND operator to join multiple conditions. So DNAME in accounting, comma research. So we are matching the values with list. So we'll write in operator. So, but this query is giving error. Now can you tell me why this query is giving error? Let me tell you, this query is giving error. Why? Because dep number field is here. We have sorted out the problem by writing imp.dep number. But what about here? We are selecting dep number, and I mentioned you in the previous slide that dep number is in imp table also and dep number is in dep table also. So we have to rectify this ambiguity also. How to rectify this ambiguity is by writing imp.dep number in place of dep number. Is this clear? Here also you will qualify. You have qualified it in the where in the condition of equijoin, but here also you need to qualify, then you will get error free output and proper output. Whenever the common column is appearing in the select clause also, here also you need to qualify it by writing table name if the common column is having same name. I hope it is clear. Now let us see how this same query will be modified by writing the table alias. Now see this, what is happening. You have done this query, select imp number, ename, imp.dep number, location from imp comma dept, where imp.dep number is equal to dep.dep number. Now let us see how column alias is applied. Column alias is applied here. Along with the table name, by putting a space, you have written a table alias, that this table should be referred as E and this table should be referred as D. So wherever you were writing imp, in place of that you are writing E, and wherever you were writing dept, you are writing D. Here also you were writing imp and I have written E here. So this is how the table alias is given. We are writing short name. Instead of using complete imp, which we used in this query, we have written E here, and instead of using complete dept, we have written D here. I hope it is clear how table alias work. You will write the table alias here in the from clause. The output remains the same. So this is all about table alias.